see. Let's see. What is there a story about Dad? No, he wouldn't tell you the story about him. And when we got Bobo, and every day he'd come in and lay down on the floor, and Bobo would walk on his face, and he let him.
Walk on my face?
Yeah, he walked all over me. He was just a little tiny puppy. And then he used to come in and he'd say, "Where are my kids?" And he meant the dogs. He didn't mean us.
Make the most out of it.
And then there was Betsy Bo, who never liked him when he was until she came to live there, and then she was his best buddy.
Then she was by my side all the time.
And dissimilar in many ways. I agree with that.
Tell the story about the tomatoes.
About the tomatoes?
Yeah, tell about the year you grew tomatoes. You're such a good farmer.
Well, I went to one of these markets, and I didn't know anything about tomatoes or anything, and the guy talked me into buying what was it? I forget what they called them now. They had a name for them, but it was 100 tomato plants. And he says, if you buy this, he said, I'll give you an extra 20 plants. Here I end up with 120 tomato plants, and we did have a vacant lot on each side of us, out on Brandley. And so I bought stakes, made the lumber company. I got stakes, staked all of them up, and oh God, did we have, and I don't like tomatoes anyway. And, yeah, I know she did.
Yeah, but I was a baby, or I wasn't even born yet.
You weren't born yet then. That was the first year we were married.
Why would you grow something you wouldn't eat?
Mom liked tomatoes. That was before she became allergic to them.
How many tomatoes could she eat?
I put in 120 tomatoes.
He thought he was going to get 120 tomatoes.
One tomato per plant?
Tomatoes. I went around the neighborhood there and passed them out and gave them to them. And Mom was in the hospital, I think it was probably in September or so. And I cleaned the whole thing out, and I ended up, I know, with more than a bushel of tomatoes. I went around the neighborhood again and gave them away. And,
tell them about the bees.
The bees?
Look, you know where Kmart is?
Oh, well, they had these two vacant lots on each side of us. And, I kept them mowed down. And this one night, I still had my male uniform on, I know. This one night I was mowing, and I went through a place and all of a sudden bees just began to swarm out. It was on the ground. There must have been a nest on the ground. And I went right through it. I didn't know they were in there, of course. I went through it and mowed it. Boy, did the bees come out. I don't know if they were yellow jacket hornets or what they were, but I'll bet there was anywhere between 50 and 100 of them. And boy, they just swarmed all over me. Oh yeah, all over. And I got my shirt off. I had my male shirt on yet. I got that shirt off, and I started banging it up against the house. And boy, you see the bees drop down to the ground from there. Oh yeah, I got stung lots of places and pretty bad.
You're lucky you're not allergic to bees.
I didn't go to the hospital or anything. And I remember I did go to work the next day. That was all right.